Hey, Tanya.
What's up, John?
I tell you what's up. We're going to talk about budget cruising.
Stay tuned.
So, a lot of people ask, is it worth to go on older ships? And some older ships are smaller, and sometimes they're unique to its own character. Because a lot of the older, newer ships, kind of cookie cutter, except they might add this or might add this. With the older ships, you can save a lot of money.
Is it like 30 to 50% off, I believe?
Yep. Tanya's first cruise, I got her on a smaller ship, and it was
Carnival Elation.
Carnival Elation. Yep. And we had an ocean view window, and for the both of us, it was $800. That's amazing. So it's very affordable, and if you can do last minute cruises, can even save you more money. So yeah, it's worth cruising on older ships. So what else about older ships can we say?
Fewer people on the, most of the older ships, because we're saying just older ships, they are some smaller ships. So with the older ships being the smaller ships, you have fewer people, meaning less crowds. Usually the ones built before 2000 hold about 2,000 passengers.
If not
approximately.
Right.
Which the newer ones are 4,000 to 5,000.
And up to 7,000 passengers.
Those are the newer, bigger ships. Yep. Okay. So the basically the smaller, older ships with less passengers means less crowds, easier for embarkation, easier debarkation, the tendering, which means when you're going on the little boats that they carry you over to the islands, it's not as crowded. Definitely the buffets aren't as crowded. Your pools aren't as crowded. So there are some perks to being on the older, smaller ships. So with the smaller ships, the older ships, you get a more unique, more intimate atmosphere. It's more personable as far as the staff and the crew and the room stewards. They all get to know you personally, and they get to know like your name, being recognized. It just makes it a lot nicer.
Kind of like the Legend with David Steakhouse.
Yeah, there's some spaces that are not on like the bigger ships or the newer ships. So you get kind of like that kind of stuff. And I did see he was on it. The Caribbean Princess, for instance, is another one. High above the aft pool is a very unique lounge that gives the ship its distinctive look. It's the Skywalker's Nightclub Lounge, and that's deck 19, I believe.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to look out.
Yeah, the fantastic views and stuff like that. It becomes, during the day, you got the amazing views. Nighttime, you got the nightclub. So that's one of them as far as the distinctive. And another iconic space is the Viking Crown Lounge on the Royal Caribbean cruise ship. That has been a staple of the cruise line since the 70s. It offers wonderful panoramic views, and this lounge is not on the newer ships.
Did you say since the 70s?
Yep, since the 70s.
I didn't know Royal Caribbean had been around since the 70s.
Yep, that's what it says here.
Wow.
So, and that one, we have not been on that ship, but I was looking that up. So,
another one is nostalgic.
The nostalgic and the tradition. The older ships embrace nostalgic tradition. Perfect choice for the passengers seeking the connection to the golden age of maritime travel. The interior the interior decor showcases art collections and detailed ships' grand staircases. A lot of the newer ones are getting that as well with the grand staircases, but
I think we experienced that on the Pride
yeah,
and the Legend, especially the
yes,
decor.
the Legend is I mean the
Yeah.
Pride is nice too, but the Legend, I can't say enough about the decor and the architecture
Yeah.
of that ship. If you've been on the Legend, you'll know what we're talking about. It's kind of like
detailed.
mythical, like
Yeah.
a mythical, just
Greek mythology.
yeah, just very but dark, but not ugly dark. Very very nice. So another thing another plus or bonus to cruising on the older ships, the smaller type ships, are more flexibility with destinations. The larger ships can't visit certain locations because of their size.
Right.
The smaller ships, they can navigate the destinations.
Get in a port.
Yeah, get into certain ports,
Right.
under bridges, and they can. The smaller ships can sail the narrower waterways.
He's falling asleep.
Yeah.
He just woke up.
So that's another reason. You can often find more exotic and rare itineraries on the older ships as
Yes.
well. So more different locations that you cannot go to on the bigger ships.
And here's a good one. And we've seen this, and probably whoever's into cruising and on YouTube, probably you all seen it too. During COVID, a lot of the older, smaller ships got scrapped. So this might be your last chance.
Take your chance. And,
This might be your last chance to go on one of these older, smaller ships too. So
yeah. So that's a plus. And then also with the smaller ships being in the older ships getting discounts and costing you less, you can take more cruises and rank up those loyalty rewards and that's another way to do that. Yeah. I mean, we like the bigger ships too, but the smaller ships, the best experience we have are on the smaller ships, the older ships or whatever, with the more personal. It's more personal with the staff and everything. We love it. We love when they recognize us and call us by name, or
Yep.
It's almost like you're sailing with somebody you know.
Yeah.
So
experience that on the Elation. Experience that on the Legend.
Yep.
The Pride.
Yep.
Yeah. They get to know you.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that they don't do that on some of the bigger ships, but
It's a little bit harder.
It's got to be harder because now I shouldn't say your room stewards usually are pretty good about doing that. But when you're going to like the dining hall on the smaller ships, you do get like they get to know you. For instance, when we went on the Carnival, I don't remember what ship it was. In the dining hall, they would literally know what your table. They'd get so.
Oh yeah, they
used
have
to
our
knowing-
drinks ready.
They would have like if my daughter would order shrimp every night, so there was always shrimp by her seat. She never had to order it. They had pretty much what they got used to you ordering. They would have that ready for you before you even arrived in the dining hall.
Right. See, also, you have a lot fewer choices to eat on the smaller ships. They don't have all these.
There's not a lot of the
upscale restaurants
or the little carry restaurant, but they all have like the pizza and stuff like that.
But you don't have
Carnival and stuff. But
like the newer ships have 6 to 10 upscale restaurants.
Yeah, and that doesn't make them. By all means, it's preference, but we like them both. But if there's a deal on a good smaller ship, we're hopping
My
on.
philosophy is this: if I'm cruising, I'm happy.
It doesn't matter what ship.
That's right.
And you know what? Sometimes we don't pick our ships based on the ship. We pick them based on where they're going.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes these smaller ships can have more itineraries or whatever. But
And here's another thing about loyalty points. I know this from Carnival and Princess. Once you hit platinum level, you're going to see your loyalty points really come into play.
Along with those loyalty points, you get a lot of rewards as you move up with your loyalties. He's platinum on Princess and platinum on Carnival now.
Your next Carnival,
I will be platinum next trip. But that does get you extra things. Like I believe we
Free
get
laundry.
$25 to spend in the casino. Yep. We get chocolate covered strawberries. You don't get those on your own. Some of the rewards, look them up though. They're all online, like the Carnival site
the
or the
BIFP.
Yep, look them up. Even on the other cruise lines.
Yep.
because some of those you have to ask for. They're not just going to bring them to you, especially like Carnival with the chocolate covered strawberries.
Priority.
Laundry, you get so many bags.
3 bags of laundry free.
For platinum. Now, I don't know what it is as you go further up, but.
Well, here's another one too is embarkation, debarkation priority, which is nice.
Yes, so you get that. I mean, just so the rewards are nice. So if you're able to take the smaller, older ships,
multiple cruises,
because you're getting good deals on them, you can
it.
go on multiple cruises and just, you know.
Then you can take the big boat with the perks
now. Yeah, get your perks up and then go take the big ships, you know, or stay on the small ones if you prefer them, because, you know, that's a good thing. And so it's just a little something to kind of help you out if you're trying to decide whether you want to go on an older ship. But you know what? Like I said, once they scrap them, those ships are gone and in their history. And if you've never experienced them, you don't have that to talk about. Or, you know, it's part of history. If you've been on one that's been scrapped, something to talk about.
And here's another thing. Doesn't seem as long get from one end to the other end.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, when you got the smaller ships, you get there a lot quicker. And you if you've met and made friends like we do on ships, when you're on the bigger ships, we have met some wonderful people and we see them once.
Maybe twice.
Because we don't run into them again. On the smaller ships, we're passing them daily. Yeah, we're passing them daily. It's nice. Sometimes we'll grab lunch with them. So that does make it nice too. Now, if you're one of those that just wants to be off by yourself, not meet people, you know,
there's plenty.
Go on the bigger ships. But.
Well, I think with the smaller ships too, there's plenty of intimate settings where you can just be alone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's just because it's a smaller ship doesn't mean there's not places to go. There are places to go, and you know, you get that to enjoy. So
bottom line is preference,
but saving money on a budget and wanting to get part of history before the ship gets scrapped. Definitely go on the older ship. Try it out.
Yeah, that's all you got to do is try it. If you don't like it.
Yeah, so we speak because John is platinum and I will be. We were just joking a couple hours ago even about the cruises we have up and coming, because we will be on our first Disney cruise on the Fantasy. I don't know the exact dates, but that's the end of October, last week of October, right? Correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, and then our first, is it Wonder of the Seas?
First
Royal Caribbean we will be going on first week of November. So we're starting off.
Newbies.
Yeah, newbies. I don't know what they call it for Disney or Royal Caribbean. I know on Carnival they call it Blueberry because you get the blue card. But so we're going to experience some.
We're going to be newbies.
New ships and new experiences. So.
Is that right, Charlie?
And we do have Charlie today. I know he didn't.
Charlie's back.
He didn't want to join us the other day, so we did have Annabelle, but
Charlie's back
today.
Sidekick Charlie.
Anyway, we'll just make that a brief. It's just a little bit of fun information, helpful information that we wanted to share with you. And tomorrow we are taking a trip to the Detroit Zoo.
Yep.
We have filmed the zoo before, but was mainly for it was the Christmas lights that we did.
Sorry.
It was the Christmas lights that we did. We've never done the zoo with the animals. Mm-hmm. I know we're going to take the day to do that. It's a Monday and it shouldn't be too busy, and it's going to be a nice day. So we'll be getting John a scooter. We might do a scooter cam.
Scooter cam's back.
The scooter cam. He likes to scoot around with his cameras. So on that note, everybody, happy cruising, and we'll see you soon.
See you on the zoo side.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.